Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We are back in the area of Old New Henford today, and we are in the Hamlet of Whittington. Last time, we made a start on the Old Smithy exterior. Today, we're getting into the interiors and furnishing the whole ground level. So let's get into game, and let's make a start. You can use my code BUMPKIN at checkout on the EA app or at sims.com. I receive a small commission from your purchase and you greatly support me and the channel. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday, my loves, and welcome back to Let's Build the Worlds. A little bit of ASMR for you today. Hello, you were expecting another video today, and in the last video, which was the house flipper video, I did say it was going to be a tiny home video, but I'm only going to be able to get another 2 videos out this week. I'm off to a funeral out of town from where I live with Tom, and we're leaving a day early, so I'm not going to be able to get the video that I planned to get out for you, and I'm very sorry, very apologetic, but you're still going to be getting 2 more. Both of the Let's Build the Worlds for this week. So that's what's going to be happening. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Apologies, my loves, but I will be back properly with a brand new week on Tuesday next week. And yeah, sorry. I'm very apologetic, but life takes over, you know, and I need to be there for my beloved in this time. So this is what we're continuing on with today. We are into the Old Smithy. I've managed to get some wallpapers and some doors and stuff down in here. And this is the area that we're going to be concentrating on today. So all of this area, which is like a big open plan living, kitchen, dining area, and like entertaining space. I wouldn't mind getting a bar and stuff in here. I just think that would be quite a nice little vibe. And the recording studio. And we've also got a downstairs bathroom in here too. So you can obviously see I've used all of the original brick and the stone on the floor. If you remember, this wasn't sorry, I've got an itchy bloody nose. If you remember, it was an Old Smithy, so I'm gonna need it to kind of like reflect that. I don't want wallpapers and stuff up, not down here, but upstairs. What I've done with the 3 bedrooms that we're going to be doing, I've actually left all of the wallpapers blank so we can put a little bit of their personality in. It's not going to be much, maybe just like a splash of color here and there. Because if you remember, this space is rented, they don't own it, so I don't really want it to reflect their characters all that much, apart from the stuff that are going to be in it, because this came unfurnished to this place, apart from the downstairs. Obviously, this needs to be furnished. They need this, they need a recording studio, but I'm going to say their bedrooms, they bought all of their own things with them, so that is the vibe that we're going for today. Yes, they are indeed. I'm actually joined by 2 puppies in the background here, and I don't think you're going to be able to see them. Let me see if I can whiffle you. Oh, there's Daisy, look. There's Daisy asleep in that bed down there next to my meditation pillow. And Rosie, which is Daisy's sister, is over there. She's asleep. I'm not going to wake him up, but if you do hear dogs running around in the background and playing, it's them too. Luckily, I've caught them at a good time for recording because they're both fast asleep. So hopefully they might wake up and say hello to us, you know? I also had thoughts with this as well. You're probably looking like, why have you put windows there? But in my head, this was the original bit of the Smithy. This was like an add-on a bit further on, which is going to be the recording studio. So they've just kept the original windows because this building is listed. They kept the original windows here and just built over the top of it. So that was my thought, like my thoughts behind that, my reasons, shall we say. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I still don't know where I want to put everything. I'm kind of feeling having the living room maybe over in this corner here, just because we've got a nice wall and we can put a TV and stuff on that wall there. And then maybe housing the kitchen over in this area here, just because I could actually put the kitchen over into this corner and have like a little island moment or even a bar there, and then have a dining room in the middle. That's how I want to go about it. So that's indeed what we're going to do today. Now, everything's going to be semi-industrial as well. I think I want to put the windows up a little bit higher just so I can, if needed, get counters underneath of there. But I don't know if that is going to be needed because I could just do the kitchen all the way along there, you know. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I prefer the windows at that height. Things might change. Things might change. Things might happen. You know, who knows what can happen in today's society. Yeah, okay. we're gonna leave it there. So I do want everything to be a bit bit bougie. Not like massively bougie, but if you can imagine these like music artists, some of them VIPs, you know, even though I don't believe in all of that shit. I think celebrity is an absolute farce. I really do. But they would want somewhere nice to stay. So I do want it to be kind of semi-bougie. And we're going for an industrial vibe. I'm wondering if I could bring in this kitchen into this area. Oh, I like that. Ignore the lights as well. I'm going to be changing the lights out. I just haven't really chosen what lights we're going to choose just yet. Chosen what lights we're going to choose. Okay, we'll go with that. So I'm going to flop this to here. Beautiful. Yes. Let's bring you to there like that. We can get an oven here. Everything's a bit off kilter, so it's probably best I put it in as we go. I probably want the oven to be a bit bougie as well. And we'll maybe go for maybe even this one. I mean, that has got the gold detail like the fridge. I just realised I don't really like the gold detail on the fridge. Is there another version without the gold? There we go. The Sims team are learning. Very slowly. Learning. It's only took 10 years. But they're getting there, aren't they? They really are getting there. Bless them. That oven actually does work in here, I think. But I wouldn't mind it looking a bit more fitting with what kitchen we're putting down. Same with the fridge, even. I think what I should maybe do, actually, we're going to forget those two. And I'm going to bring in the Smeg-looking fridge, but do that in a black. Just because I think it would fit into this space a little bit better, along with this oven. Just because of the industrial kind of vibe that we're going for, that's all. Why are you not... Oh, yeah. I was like, why are you not snapping? It's because it's a bit off kilter, this kitchen. Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit better. I do indeed. And I might even put a corner piece here and turn... Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Put a corner piece there and just turn off the kitchen slightly, just so we've got a little bit more of an interesting shape going on here. Yes, I am going to do that indeed. Oh, I forget about the bloody lip. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. There we go. If I do that, it is a little bit away from the wall, but that's fine. This kitchen looks so much better when it doesn't have that stupid lip on the back. Well, there we go. You can't have everything in life, though, can you? The answer to that, my loves, is no. Absolutely not. No, you can't. If I can plop you to there and maybe... I think I should do one more and then a corner piece. Let me see this. Yeah, because then that kind of acts as a bit of separation. And I might even do some kind of beam down here with a column. Just to give it a bit of a vibe. Don't know what beam, don't know what column yet, but that's what I'm planning on doing, I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So, we could definitely have an island and a bar in this area. So let's get the matching island out, shall we? Anyway, how are you all? How was your weekends? What did you do? What did you do? I hope it was marvellous. I didn't really bloody do much. I really wish I did do much, but I just didn't have the energy. Didn't have the energy to do anything this weekend. So it's always important to, whenever your body tells you that, to rest. And that is indeed what I did. Didn't even go out on a hike. Just chilled out, and it was quite nice, actually. I think what we should probably do is maybe try and get the bar matched in with this, because we do have a matching bar with this, don't we? Bar. A bar. Maybe, is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. How am I going to do that? Oof. I don't think the layout's going to be right. I don't like the way that island is there anyway, but maybe if I did this, don't put it right up against the window, but then just finished it off with a cheeky bit like that. Why are you not going there, you little shit? Flop it into place like that. If I can put it down manually, if it would allow me. I think that could be a vibe, unless I put the bar here, and then I could put the dining table in here as well. Then let's do that. I think that would probably be a bit better. So if I can get rid of you and you and you, and I'm going to flop the bar here. Bar. I don't know why I love saying it like that. I do. I just love it. And then do a little cheeky bit like that on the end. This doesn't snap to the bar, sadly. Yeah, I think that would be better with some bar stools here. Bar. And I could even put the TV on this wall, you know, and put the sofa in that kind of orientation, because we're putting bar stools here. Let's get some bar stools out. How many bars? But how many time am I going to say bar today? I feel like a sheep loves. What about this one? Oh, that does fit the vibe. And it's a little bit better than that other industrial one. I just don't like the bruns that this one comes in. It comes in some really weird brown tones. Maybe the darkest is the way to go. Let's do that. You, and you there, like this. Okay. And now that I've done that, it's kind of made me want to get that column and the spandrel that I'm going to pick. Oh, I've not used this one yet properly. I'm wondering if that would be... Oh, that would look quite nice. Let's try it. Let's try it for science, my loves. Let's get a little wall in and let's whip up that one there like this. Oh, I'm kind of feeling that. Yeah. Don't know what column I would use with this though. Maybe this one. This one could work quite nicely. Where's the detail on that? There we are. Oh, that does work. Can I put you there? Oh, it does look a bit funky there. It does look a bit... Only because of the way the island cuts into it. But I actually do love it in that position. I think that's what we're going to do. Does this come with any detail on this part? This spandrel? I don't think it does. Maybe then what I could do is try for a smaller end piece. Or does that still do the same? It still does the same really, doesn't it? Yeah, it's exactly the same. That's fine. I can overlook that. I can overlook that. It was built into this column. And that was the storyline. Yes, it was indeed. I'm not really enjoying the ceiling colour now that I've put all these down. So I decided to go for a darker ceiling colour. But I think it would maybe look better in the original kind of like that tone. I mean, it's not much difference there, but I can see it and that makes me moist. Yeah, that does look a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. Stunning. Beautiful bit of work. We do need a kitchen sink in here, don't we? So let's start finishing off this kitchen. Still debating on doing a small island, though, with a dining table. We'll see what happens. Probably not, but we'll give it a go. And let's go for this one here with the pots and pans and stuff in there. Nice, just a little bit of detail, to be honest. Yeah, lovely. I don't see cupboards being in here, I don't think. Or do I, actually? We could do a row of shorter ones with an end piece. Let's try that first. Let's not turn our backs on it just yet. Is that the matching ones? It is. So if I did like a... No, I need to put this in a right position. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I could just do a row of small ones like that. Maybe whiffle them across a little bit more, actually. Down to there. Maybe one more. Just one more. Let's try you all the way along. Excuse you. There we go. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. And an extractor up on top of this oven. In fact, I might even go for a ceiling one. We haven't done one of those in a hot titty minute, have we? And we've got new colours now. Oh yeah, I think that might be the vibe. It's going to be the vibe. Let's flop you there then. Unless this one here does come in different colours now. No, we're going to go for a ceiling moment. Oh! I haven't done that for ages. Feels all new. Okay, we still need stuff out on the sides here, but for now, I think that looks absolutely fine. Lovely. Right, we need a dining room table and chairs. So let's get a dining table out first. I would imagine it would have to be a big dining table. Just because they don't really know how many people they're catering for when people come to record their albums and stuff here. And I reckon the band is going to be here for a long while yet. So, yeah, I don't know why that was a thing, but just want to give you their life story, you know? Okay, I think maybe you'd have to centralize it, or even, I think it would look a bit better if we did it. Ah, no, because the door's there. I mean, that would have been the perfect space for it, but the door is there. It would have to go over this side like that, into that corner. Yeah, that's better. That's better. With some nice chairs. I'm feeling something a little bit contemporary, to be honest. Actually, I think I prefer these director chairs in here. And it looks like they could be put away for storage and stuff then. Let me see this. I think that could work. Let's do it. You there, and you there. So we've got a nice 6-chaired dining table. Yeah, screaming out for a plant, that corner is. So I am going to shuffle you across a little bit more, actually. And put in a big leafy boy into the back here. Oh, I kind of want to use this. And it's going to be a bit difficult to squidge this in, I think. But I'm going to give it my best shot. Hit me with your best shot. I think I'm going to try. I'm going to squidge you into there, which will probably mean I'll have to centralise the dining table a little bit more. But I'll bring it out to around about... No, I still want them to be able to walk all the way around it. Yeah, round about there. Oh, I like it. Yeah, I don't mind that it overlaps the window slightly either. That's fine. And it fits with the vibe in here nicely. Yeah, lovely. Okay, and I'm going to do some pendulous lights, some spotlights. Oh, these would look great in here. I kind of like the vibe of having it a bit longer, but what if I sized it down? Oh, it's a bit overkill that. What about you? Oh, that's better. Yeah, if I could do one of you, and I'll do another one there in the kitchen area, unless we do two and hang them from the bar. Or I think I prefer that, you know. I do prefer that. Let me take away this light just to see how much light this actually gives off. I think I prefer that. Just a bit softer. Yeah, we're going to do that. Is that cutting into the wall there? No, it's not. No. Yeah, lovely. No rugs or anything in here. I don't want any rugs. Not for me. Still haven't done the detail to that yet. So what I'm going to do is move on to the living area itself first before we do some detail. Just so I can get a good use of space going on here. So, we're definitely going to need a couple of sofas. Again, trying to imagine this as a space for multiple members of a band to use. They would want a nice big sofa. So, I don't really know what style to go for in here. Maybe, actually, we could go really contemporary with that beautiful, this one. But take this into a dark as well and go for a black. It's a bit too black, that. I know. Well, maybe a grey. Grey works. Oh, it does work. Okay, and then we can use the two-seater to go with it, can't we? The answer to that, my loves, is yes. Yes, we can. So I can flop you to there. You to there. Yeah, I could put something behind here. I don't know what just yet, but we'll see what happens. Move that into there like this. Yeah, there would definitely need some kind of blind and curtain in here. Not so much on this window, but these here. Oh, I don't know, actually. They probably would need something there. I don't know what the hell we would put there. Maybe just the blinds in the grey. These ones, size them down. Bip-de-boo. Oh, that's a bit too small, that. If I flopped you up to there. Oh, that window is cutting it slightly, but I'll put it into the seam so you can't see it. Ta-da! Oh, he's a magician. He's an absolute magician. Oh, I can still see it. Maybe not. A really shit magician. If I popped you to there, then like that. That does glitch out slightly, but that's fine. That's fine. I might have to turn this window the other way, you know. And I know I could have just used these, but I just think they hang down a little bit too far. And I don't want that. And then I can use these on these windows here. But I'll hang them up to a similar height. If I size that down, it'll be too skinny, won't it? Yeah. If I could do you to there, excuse you. I'm going to hang these up a little bit higher. Just so they've got some privacy in here. Because I can imagine like the village children climbing on the Roman wall and peering in because they know a famous band's in the storylines. Yeah, I think that looks smashing. Beautiful. Okay, well, let's concentrate on back here now. I think I'm still going to put the TV on this wall, you know. Well, if that's the case, what about if I did the sofas the other way around? If we put you here, I still want them to be able to walk all the way through there. They should be able to get through there fine. And I'll put you here like this. Not me trying to use bloody Oblivion keys now. Honestly, is anybody playing the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake or remastered? It feels like a remake to me. It feels like a brand new game. I'm having a blast, I tell you. Yes, that's nice. I like that. I don't think I'm going to do a rug in here either. I might do, just to bring a bit of coziness into this area. And I'm going to do a fireplace. I did say that, but I don't know where. We are probably... I did plan on doing it here because I put the chimney above it, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I think what we should do is get the fireplace in first. Probably want to go for something that looks old. Like it was like the old forge or something. Oh, that's a bit big there, but that would be perfect. Have you got like a ready tone? Oh, it does as well. Well, a softer tone. If I put this fireplace in, I'm going to put it here. I'm not going to put it there because that's where I want the TV to go. Even though it does look really good there. Damn you with your choices. No, I think there. I think we're going to have to re-swap what we had before and put the smaller sofa on this side. That should be fun. Let me just check this first. Get you into there. And then whiffle this sofa to like there, like that. Yeah, I'm going to drag this back. I'm going to bring you back to here. And bring you to around about there. Oh, that's a bit of a tight squidge, that. Still should be able to get in and use that, though. That's a bit better. Okay. Just gives us a bit more room to play with around here. I don't want to drag that too far away from the wall because you're going to be craning your neck to watch the TV. But sometimes you've just got to be less fussy in life. You know? You heard it here first. Thank you. I might even go for this one. The big old boy. Can we... Does the light appear on that? I'm going to size it down anyway. I hate the curved TVs. Who's got a curved bloody TV in these times? You know? It's a bit bougie. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Lovely. And I do want to get a different light in here too. I don't know what light just yet. Coffee table. Again, I want it to be a bit industrial looking, but it can't be too big really because this is not a massive space here. In fact, rather than a coffee table, I'm going to use this. Not in that colour though. We need to take you a bit darker, my love, without you being too warm. Maybe even black, you know. That's far too warm. Yeah, we'll take it into the black. And I'm going to scoot that underneath of the TV itself. I really don't like that. I don't like the colour. I really wish there was a dark brown that wasn't as warm. Maybe I should just go for a lighter wood instead. Yeah, the lighter wood looks a bit better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, kind of happy with that. And I want to go for a nice light here. Maybe we should go for this one. It does flood it with quite a bit of light, which I didn't really want. But what about if I get rid of you? Kind of gives it a moody vibe, and I'm not really into that. No, wrong light. I think I'm just going to use the same ones as what we've used in the kitchen and dining room, but a little bit bigger with a less kind of... It hasn't got much of a chain on it. And I think that would be a vibe. I am going to get a floor lamp in here too. I might actually put it over in this corner here. It will block off this route here, but I think we're going to be fine. I mean, I could put it there. Either way, I want a lamp. Let's go for this one here. I forget what this one came with. From Crystal Creations. I don't know what position I want to put it in, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll put it on that. It floods the light into the area that I want it anyway, so that's fine. Okay, and we did say we want to get a rug in here, didn't we? I don't know what rug I would put in here in a space like this. Actually, we could use this one in the plain swatch. I think it needs a bit of texture, to be honest. Yeah, just a small little bit of texture. Just to bring a bit of detail onto it. And I could flop it around in that position there. It's very subtle, but I think that would work. I really, really do. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Lovely. Going to need a bookcase. I think this would be a great area for a bookcase here. And I'm probably going to need more lighting here too. So I think what I'm going to do is use these again. Size them down. One there. These don't give off loads of light, but I kind of like that. And one there. Let me just see if that's going to look okay. Yeah, I think that would look smashing. Maybe just one along a little bit more. Each of you. Is that door going to hit it? No. No, it's going to be fine. That's better. Okay, I'm into that. Absolutely into it. And we're going to go for a nice bookcase here. I don't know, again, I don't know what bookcase to use. What would it look like if I used this one? It kind of covers that window though. No, I don't want that. Oh, actually, this one here from from City Living. Is it from City Living, this one? Yeah. I think that one there would work in this space, you know. Let's get it into the middle a little bit better. It gives that industrial vibe and it fits in with what we put around. I'm kind of into that. And being in a musical house, they would definitely need some kind of stereo here, or even a vinyl player, you know, just to keep it extra. Yeah, but not that one. Maybe the other one. This one here in like a darker tone. I think that could fit in a little bit better. I'll put it directly underneath of that window. Yeah, I like that. Oh, she's working. She's flowing. It's all going on. Lovely. Okay, still other things I want to put in. I wouldn't mind. I don't know if this is going to be a bit of a squidge. If I move this, we've got enough room in there for a bathroom anyway. Just so I can put in a little bench here and maybe somewhere to hang their coats. And I also would like to get a stair railing on. And that's what I'm going to do first, actually. One has just popped into my head and it's going to be perfect, I think. And it's this one. Je ne sais quoi. That's all that needs to be said. And some kind of seat here. Oh, maybe this one here from the businesses and hobbies expansion. We can get that there. Yeah, that fits in there wonderfully. Oh, I'm absolutely for that. I really am. I still would love some kind of storage here, you know, just to make it look like they could hang their coats up somewhere. Wondering, let me try this. Can I move you along to there? I'm not going to be able to move this one much because I don't want it to cover the window. You there. Let's pop you back to where you were there. Could I get in a small little storage area here? What about this? I think that could work quite nicely. Let's not cut into that door though. If I can get you into there. Yeah, that'll work. Pop you to there like that. Place to put your coats and bits then. Stunning. Beautiful job. Let's get in a rug here. I'm going to use my favourite. I haven't used this one in a while. There we go. If I can get you into this space. And I'm going to do one outside. Like that. Oh, smashing. Yeah, I like the mood of it in here. It's very like, it's kind of dark. But I'm kind of into that. Kind of into that for here. Yeah, lovely. Okay, a few final finishing touches for in here. I wouldn't mind getting in some like a coffee machine would probably be a good shout for this establishment. Just because I can imagine they're going to have kind of late nights and whatnot. So if I get the coffee machine there. Well, I actually like that colour in here. But we're trying to keep the colour to a minimum with this space, I think. We'll go for the black. Vibing with that. The all-important smoke alarm. Let's not put it right near the oven, though. Let's do it up there. I am going to do a burglar alarm. This space as well. Oh, damn. Where am I going to put you? Would have been the perfect spot there. Maybe I can put it by the recording studio. You know? If I can get you to there, and then that will kind of act as an area where they can secure everything. Yeah, I'm into it. I think one more thing. Just one little cheeky number. Let's get a plant on this table here using our favourites. We'll go for this one and we'll take it to the dark side. And then get a nice plant down in this corner. Might use this one actually. And just flop you down in the corner there. Just to bring a bit of life into the area. Yeah, I'm into it. Into it, loves. Very happy with that living space. I think that's going to really work for them. Okay, gorgeous. What should we move on to first? Should we do the boring bathroom first and then leave that till last? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the bathroom first. So, this space is going to be quite bougie. So I do want a bit of a bougie bathroom going on in here, please. Thank you. So I'm going to maybe we could go down the route of using the sleek bathroom. Actually, I prefer this bath in this space. I think that works a little bit better, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. We're definitely going to need to get in a blind for the bathroom. And we're definitely going to need to get in a shower for the bathroom. We'll go for this. Have it as a little bit of a wet room moment. Beautiful job. We'll do 2 sinks in here. I'm not going to use those bougie sinks though. I think I'm just going to use something a little bit more fitting. Maybe you. Do you? Oh, you have go taps. Of course you bloody do. Actually, they do quite fit in this area. I thought I'd try them just in case. And they do kind of fit. So I'm going to do it. We're doing it. Sleep bathroom it is, loves. Let's get in the matching toilet as well then. Beautiful. Let's flop you to there, my darling. Oh, you look stunning there. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I do need to let's get some towels up by there. A little louver off to the side there. Don't know what mirror to do in here though. We need a new bathroom mirror. That's what we need. I'm very bored of all the other ones. I think this one here would work in here. I'm going to use 2 of them. Plop one above each of the sinks. Can't see what I'm doing. My mic's in the way. There we are. Above each of the sinks like that. We've got some towels going on. There's your bathroom. I'm going to get rid of that though. And I think I'm going to use the same one as what we used in the living room. And size that there. Like that. Oh, actually. Only size that one down once. Let me see you please in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that worked. Beautiful. Okay, stunning. Right. Well, let's get on to the finale of the downstairs. And that's going to be the recording studio. So first off, what I probably want to pull out are some musical instruments. The most important being the microphone. Because we've got lead singer. We've got a lead singer. We're going to do you from there. And then we've got 2 kind of like, well, not backup singers because they're both artists in their own right. But what I think is maybe putting them in a formation like this so they're kind of practicing as a trio. In fact, I'm going to draw them closer together like this. Like that. Yes. And they're a folk alternative band. So they would need a proper piano. What was this one here? How would you go in this space? Can I see the other side? Oh, that works, actually. I'm not going to go for a black one. I'm going to go for this one. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I can flop you to there then. Yeah, that's going to be great. Now, I do want to bring out some, like, production elements. So I wouldn't mind this being in this space. Yeah, we're going to have to put you on this side just because I've got the window on the other side. And the window is very important. Can I? Oh, no, that's the darkest you go. Okay. Oh, actually, it looks quite nice in the lighter. Let's do that. Yes. And I think this kind of guitar would be perfect for them. Yes. Definitely going to have some blinds in here. And I think what I'm going to do also is put blinds on the smaller windows just for acoustics, you know, because they would reverberate off of the glass. And we don't want that. We'll bring that right down as well like that. That's perfect. We've got carpet on the floor and we've also got a carpeted ceiling. So it's acoustic to the nines in here, my loves. Apart from this wooden door, but shh. Shush. Yes, I think that's going to work. Let me flop you in there a little bit tighter, my love. Oh, beautiful. Going back to the guitars, I think they would all have one each. So I'm going to bring out 3 and just put them down in like this kind of like they've just plonked it down. And I'm probably going to change the colours for a few of them. I think Lee would have a green one. Nyla would have the purple. And Elsie's going to have just the normal wooden version. Ta-da! And I definitely see some violins coming on in here, but not that really expensive one. Let's do this. Let's just give them a couple of violins. A fiddle. They do love a fiddle. Not that. So we'll get that all down there. That's beautiful. And they would probably have some kind of sofa in here so they could all like sit and brainstorm and things like that, you know? So maybe what we could do is do like a little modular sofa moment here. It doesn't really matter if it looks modern because this is a modern recording studio. So it might even make sense, to be honest. If I can get you to run there. Oh yeah, we could do quite a little number here, couldn't we? You there and you there. Yes. And they can sit and write and do all of that kind of stuff there too. Lovely. I will give them a few laptops. I'll give them a few laptops around. Doesn't really matter what ones it is. We'll do one of those and we'll do a red one. So they all kind of have their little writing sessions here together. Yeah, I'm into that idea. And then this one here. Beautiful. Oh, that one just cut into that plant. Let's move the plant. There we are. yeah, so they kind of have a little session of writing there. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous, that. So it is a very simple space, but it does exactly what I want it to do. I'm going to leave these spotlights in here as well. Don't worry, that tree is not encroaching. I have to, like, have a look at it. But it does kind of hang over the recording studio a little bit. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's just leave one of the spotlights, though. That's fine. Well, there we go. Oh, we've already done that little garden, a little area to come out and chill. But this whole downstairs is done. Yeah, I'm keen on it. I enjoy that. Very much so. Tomorrow, we're going to be back and we're coming up here and we're doing their bedrooms. And also this little, well, it's not going to be an ensuite. I'm just going to do a toilet and a sink in there. And we'll get all of their bits and bobs up and choose all of the wallpapers and stuff. But I think that looks good. I think we've done a nice job today, my loves. I'm proud of all of us. I really am. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me some lovely comments down below. I'm not going to be able to read your comments or go on anything live into tomorrow's video because I'm going to be coming back today and pre-recording the next part. But that's just the way it's got to be this week. Sorry, my loves. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Loves you loads. See you all tomorrow.